ain't in the room. What happened? Let's do this again. Okay, we did it again. Okay, so good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this amazing morning? How are you doing? This is doing what it wants to do. How are you doing? Good morning, cousin. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Marissa. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's your morning going so far? My morning, it looks like a rainy day. It is so dreary outside. It is so dreary out there. It's not even funny. Not even funny. I want to start. Good morning, Tanya. I want to start this morning by saying there are some free, I'm not some free. There are some new things that I just uploaded into the Honor Society. There is my gift packaging video. It's in the Honor Society. I put that in this morning, as well as the links to the 2 audio books, as well as the What's Your Why, the 7 layers deep. Remember, I was asking you guys yesterday. Remember I was asking you guys yesterday about your why and why you're doing what you're doing, and it has to be a deeper level of understanding as to why you're doing something, because on the surface level you'll never get to it. You got to go deeper, because there's always a deeper meaning. And so I put the actual worksheet into the Honor Society so that you guys can download it and you can write it. So it looks like this. So this would be your why, and it also has an example. What's your why? And then I'll just go over this one with you guys, but the actual template, it's in the Honor Society. And you guys, if any of you guys are having trouble accessing the Honor Society, please let me know. Please, you could tell me right here in the chat, or you could tell me in the DM. Either way, just let me know if there's an issue with you getting into the Honor Society. So while you're here, take your shoes off and hit the like button. Yes, please. Thank you. Good morning, Nini. Good morning, Benita. Hey, just got back from getting my business tax receipt. Okay. I'm doing my very first live today. Ooh, that's exciting. And Tiffany, just a little advice. If this is your very first live, just talk like there's a lot of people in the room and talk like there's nobody in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, have the same kind of conversation as if you had a full room. Don't change it. Just let it flow. And if nobody's there for you to feed off of, just continue to just keep going. Don't say I'm waiting for you to join in the room, or I'm doing all of that. Just go ahead and just start talking and showing and do what you're going to do. So that way, when people see the playback, it doesn't look like there's some, not dead space, but like space where you're trying to have conversations with people who are not there. So if that's the case, if you just have it just flowing on the replay, it doesn't look like that. So that would be a good thing for you. Good morning, Sydney. Missed you yesterday, but I made it today. I am so glad you are here, Sydney. Thank you for joining us. Was going to send you a message today. Okay. So it's not on our end. It's not on my end. It is on their end. So I'm trying to work through that right now. And what I'm trying to do is see if I'm going to change platforms. But I have a lot of students over there, and I have a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of information and everything over there that I do not want to transfer to another platform. But if it's not going to be working for you guys, I am going to have to change it, because that is not right. Because we are all paying to be on that platform. All of us. All of us. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning. All right. So, all right. Good morning. Hey, Miss Quill. Hey, Miss Quill. Hey, Miss Quill. All right. So the sheet that I put into the downloads, is an example of your why, going 7 layers deep, right? And so remember yesterday I said, why is it important for you to be successful, right? Good morning, Stasia. Okay, because I was trying to get the wholesale link. Can you send it to my email? I can send it to you, yeah. Remind me after we get out of here. I think you just text me, so I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna remember. Good morning, Linda. Good morning. So we're just gonna go over this really, really fast because today is Tip Tuesday, and today I want to talk about productivity. I want to talk about getting more done in your day, instead of wasting the day or getting distracted. So I want to talk about that. I'm ready for that. But I also wanted to go into this. So, why is it important for you to become successful? This is just an example. Why is it important for you to become successful, to make more money? Why is it important for you to make more money, to get out of debt? Why is it important for you to get out of debt, to stop working so hard to pay someone else? Why is it important for you to stop working so hard to pay someone else? Because I don't want to do things in my life. Because I want to do things in my life with the fruits of my labor. Why is it important for you to do things in your life with the fruits of your labor? To take care of my mother who is widowed and need help. You see how far down that deep reason came in? That came in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like the fifth thing. Good morning, Jasmine. Good morning, Felicia. Good morning. That's like the fifth thing, right? So that alone, that emotional tie alone pulls a trigger, right? Because you want to make sure that you could take care of your mother who's widowed and she needs your help, right? As opposed to make more money, to get out of debt, stop working hard for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it went deeper. And this is why you go 7 layers deeper, so that you can actually get to the root of what's your why, so that you can have that emotional attachment, so that when the work starts to get stressful, or when the work starts to get, overwhelming, that you're still able to consistently do it, because you know that your why has a deeper meaning, right? And so then it goes, specifically, why is it important for you to take care of your mother? Because she sacrificed everything to send me to college, and I want to make sure she is taken care of in her golden years. Why is it important for you to take care of her in her golden years? Because I want to be in control of my life, so I can help those around me who can't help themselves. Know they are precious, worthy, and loved. So this is why you go so deep, right? And so the real why is going to be on that last layer, right? And so that is what your emotional attachment is going to be. So for you guys who are part of the Honor Society, that template is in the group for you. It'll be right there in the recent post. You'll see that. You'll see the book recommendations, and you'll also see the video for the gift boxes and the packaging video. So that is for you guys in the Honor Society. All right, y'all. So how y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing this morning? Y'all ready to get into this Tip Tuesday? Put some ones in the chat. Y'all ready to get into this Tip Tuesday? Ones. I told y'all, now I'm drinking coffee with a straw. And if you want my mug, so you can represent the squad, you can get it at the campus store on Bubble Babes University. I don't know why I always do that. I always feel like I gotta sit up and sit back down. But all right, all these ones came in like a flood. All right, good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Lady A. Good morning, and welcome. Okay, so y'all ready for this Tip Tuesday? All right, it's gonna be juicy. All right, so how many of you guys waste your day? How many of you guys waste your day? Like, that at a certain point of the day, it's just scrolling, or it's just distractions, or it's just doing things that are not of priority. How many of you guys, how many waste your day away? And I'm gonna tell you, I can speak for myself because I'm gonna tell you when I'm most productive. I am most productive if I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I am most productive between 5 and 8. At 8 o'clock, I feel like my time is winding down, and it's time for me to get ready to get on with coffee with Nikki and making sure that everything is, in play or whatever. That's when I feel like, 7. When I get to 7, I'm already on crunch time. I'm like, 8 o'clock is coming. 8 o'clock is coming. As soon as 8 o'clock get here, I feel like it shuts down, and then it takes a minute for me to pick it back up. So I have my most productive time is that time in the morning. And this actually today I woke up at 4. So I did a lot this morning. I made soap. What else I did? I did made soap. I cleaned my area. I did soap was the number one thing. What else did I do? I organized shipping. I did my shipping. And so, and planning and plotting and all that other stuff. I did that too. And also getting the information up for you guys so you can have some new information up in the Honor Society, updated information. And so that's when I feel most productive. But after a certain time, I feel like the rest of the day, even though I have the same, amount of time, actually even more, I just feel like I'm not as productive. Right. So let's see. Nikki, sorry for my absence. Been going back and forth to the doctor because I was diagnosed with a torn meniscus. Oh, and I will be going for surgery in a few days. Please keep me in your prayers. For sure, Felicia. For sure, for sure, for sure. One sec. Amen. Amen. Okay, so Lady A says me. Marissa says me. I do if I turn on the TV. Yes, yes, and yes. I know. I know. Okay, so what I want to ask you guys, I have a list of questions that I want to ask you guys with some things that I've sprinkled in. But what I want to know is, you're welcome. What I want to know is, how do you start your morning? What do you do? Do you grab your phone, check your emails? Do you check your social media? Do you wake up and pray? Do you wake up and work out? Do you wake up and make breakfast? What do you do? What do you do to start your morning? Do you put on a pot of coffee? What do you do? The first thing I do most times is I'll do check my phone, and I'll send a message to Julie and let Julie know that I'm up and what I'm doing, right? Because that's my accountability partner for my 5 a.m. club, right? So I usually check in with Julie when I wake up, and then I do my Bible app, and then I'll do my prayer. And then sometimes I'll journal, sometimes I don't. And then I'll do whatever work I have to do. Today's was a little bit different because I wanted to start my soap so it could be done before I came on live. So what I did was I started my soap, and then I started my soap, and then I did my Bible app. I was cleaning up and doing other stuff, and then I did it, but I still did it. I still got it in. So what do you do in the morning? How do you start your morning? Oh, and then I put on my coffee. Then I put on my coffee. What do you do in the morning? How do you start your day? What gets you motivated? Do you go take a shower and then you start your day? Like, what do you do? Thank you, God, for waking me up. And thank you. Thank God. Oh, I said thank you, God. Thank God for waking me up. Read the scripture for the day, shower, pray, start work, then coffee. Yep, yep, yep. I start my morning by logging onto my church prayer line, make coffee, and pick up from where I left off the day or night before. Okay. What do you guys do in the morning? Julie says meditation, prayer, reading scripture. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning. I'm asking everybody, how do you start your morning? How do you start your morning? I said how I start mine. Sometimes it varies. If I got up it depends. I have to, if I get up at 5 o'clock, I'll have my structure. If I get up at 6 or closer to 7, I don't have my structure anymore, because now I got to figure out what needs to be done before 8 o'clock. So I can feel most productive. Pray, coffee, and start getting the kids up. Got you. Pray, hygiene routine. Bella's breakfast, my breakfast, then work. Good morning, Bridget. I'm asking everybody, what is their morning routine? How do you start your morning? So, this is going to be a game changer, right? Because do you feel that in the morning you're the most productive? How do people on TV have drinks and don't burp? I'm like, I gotta burp every time I take a drink. Think about my priorities for the day. Go for my 3-mile walk. That's awesome. Go for my 3-mile walk, then check social media and begin work. Got you. I have to pray before my feet hit the floor. Then my son and husband up. Then get my son and husband up and prepare for their day. Got you. I look at my phone messages, get my kids up ready for school, then get myself ready for work, then coffee, then work. I work from home. Got it. Got it. Do you feel like in the morning you're most productive? Like, what's your most productive time of the day? Do you feel it's your mornings, your afternoons, or your evenings? Mine is my mornings. Sometimes it can be my evenings when I know that I have to get certain things done. So it may be my evenings, but most times I'm most productive in the morning. Again, I'm most productive between 5 and 8, but 7, I know that's when I start, like, the countdown is the countdown has begun. So about 5 to 7:30, 7:30. Prayer and praise, reading and coffee and more coffee. Okay, I'm on my second cup. I know exactly what you mean, Bridget. I know exactly what you mean. Good morning, Linda. Good morning. All right, everybody. So you guys are telling me how you start your morning. I pray, restroom routine, phone for messages, coffee. I am most productive after 1. Okay, so when are you guys most productive? Most productive. A lot of the times we're not doing we're not maximizing on our most productive hours of the day, right? So we are spending most of that time being distracted or procrastinating, and we're not maximizing our time in the day. If we maximize our time in the day, we could get more things done, right? Especially the things that need to be done. So that's what we are going to be focusing on today. It's night for me weekends, but afternoons during the week, because my kids are at school. Yep. And I know you gotta get it in where you can. So I know I know about the kids' schedule. Going to school, different schools, different events, different games, different everything. So I know exactly what you're talking about. And then still trying to run a business at the same time. Yes. Well, let me get moving. What's your morning routine, Miss Quell? Hey, Marissa, what's your morning routine? All right, so this is what I want you guys to consider. I want you guys to consider doing things that are going to start a habit, right? To start a routine, something that is going to help you be productive during your morning routine. So if you do a little bit at a time, and this comes from Atomic Habits, if you do a little bit at a time, you'll be able to consistently do it all the way across the board. And it's just the little things that matter, because if you could do a little bit at a time, it'll be easier for you to keep up with it, as opposed to you trying to change a whole entire schedule around, you know what I'm saying, or an entire habit around, and it doesn't stick, right? If you do a little tiny bit and just a little tiny bit works, right? It doesn't seem like it's going to be so pivotal, but it will become something that is going to be a habit, and you're like, oh wow, I did that, you know what I mean? So that's what we are going to be talking about today. I think sometimes we're not productive when we're uncertain about what to do next. Right. And that is what we're going to talk about today, about prioritizing your list and about getting the things done. If you know what needs to be done, then you can, set you up a list. If you know, you have some tasks that got to get done, or whatever. You have errands that you have to run. There's some back end stuff you got to do. All these things have to be put on a list. If you put it on a list, you'll be able to cross these things off. Right? So that is what we are going to be discussing today. When my house is empty, yes, distractions. When my house is empty, yes, distraction is what I need to get together, because let me tell you, I was looking at a website, and it says, I think it said 28% of our day is distractions. Another 28 days is, what did it say? Let me see if I can find it on here, if I still have it up. I'm gonna tell y'all if I see it. Oh, I might not have it up anymore. No, I don't have it up anymore. But for sure, 28% was distractions. It was less work, productive hours, right? And so your tasks get dragged on until you have to rush to finish them, right? How many of us can vouch for that? Your task, you drag on your task all day. I forgot what that method is, when you will finish your task with however much time you have allowed, right? So if you say, I got an hour to finish whatever, you'll take an hour to finish it, because you know that that's what you got to do. Like if you're going to go on vacation or whatever, you're going to get everything that you need to get done before you head out to vacation, right? But should you have the entire day, that task is going to take you that whole entire day, because you have that whole entire day. So you drag that task out, when that is a task that could be done quickly, and on to the next thing, right? So how many of you guys do that? I know I for sure do that. If I know that I'm like, oh, it doesn't take me that long to do whatever, right? And then I have some time, and I'm like, I drag through it. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just wait. I'll just wait. And not just sitting around doing nothing. I'm doing things, but the things that I'm doing have nothing to do with that task, because I could do all the other things while I'm doing that, which is actually not true. Because if you focus on that one task and got that task done, then that could be out the way and I could be on to my next task. But I will drag that task out to the time that I don't have time. You know what I mean? Like when I'm supposed to be done. So let's see. Let me see what you guys are saying. Because I let them eat. Distractions is what I need to get together, because I let them and eat. They need override. What? Okay. Get Mason ready. Pray on the way. Taking him to school. Come back home and try to get to work. Got it. I'm not a morning person, but I need to be. That's right. I need to be, because once my boys get home, they take up all my evening, and that makes sense. Guilty. That's me. Yep. Done that. I was preparing for dinner. So I'm a bit late. I wake up, get my son on the bus by 6. Oh, your son get on the bus at 6. Whoo. Drink a large cup of water, start my coffee, look on my list on the fridge, and decide what items off my list I'm going to accomplish for the day. Pray before I get to work on my list. That makes sense. All right, so it seems like we are all in the same boat. We are all the same type of people. All right, so we all do that, right? So what we're going to do is create tiny habits, right? But the first thing you need to do is prioritize your list. So you have a long list of things to do. What things? Just put the things in order. How many of us, that's a small thing to do. How many of you guys in here make to-do lists? I raise my hand because I make to-do lists. How many of you guys make to-do lists? And sometimes my to-do list be super long. My to-do list be super long. Sometimes my to-do list is super long. And a lot of the times, a lot of the stuff don't get done, because those are things that don't need to be there, or it's just ambitious, or is, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not prioritized. It's just a bunch of stuff like, oh, it's a random thought maybe. Oh, I need to finish that. Oh, I need to do that, right? So how many of us in this room Okay. To-do list is essential for me. Yes. I read my Bible app, listen to my Bible scripture of the day, read my Bible and pray. Then out my morning messages, then check my work and social media. I cannot operate without one. Right. So what, since we all are using to-do lists, how many of you guys prioritize your to-do list? Instead of just randomly writing everything as you remember it, how many of you guys are moving things and putting them in order so that you can say, this is first things first, got to get done. Secondly, third, fourth. How many of you put it in order like that? Or how many, how many of you just put it randomly on the paper? Say random if it's you, order if it's you. That's how I read it. I read it as then. Because I was like, and then, and then, do you randomly fill out your to-do list or do you prioritize your to-do list? I just started back last night because I haven't been doing it. I like my list because I can go look and scratch it off, and I love to scratch things off my list. I need to start prioritizing the list. I'm random sometimes. Random. Okay, let's go. What you got? You random or you prioritize? And don't lie to me because you lying to yourself. I know mine is random. Super random. Random. It's prioritized. Just don't follow it. Got you. I have to start making the list more. I find it helps. It definitely helps. It helps you to stay on top of the tasks that need to be done. Yes, I prioritize mine. I have a big list on my fridge. Then I have another one behind my toaster. That is a 7-day board with what I'm going to do for that specific day. All right, Tiffany. All right, Tiffany. That's right, Marissa. You could lie to me and tell me your stuff is prioritized all you want. But when you do it and you know it ain't prioritized, you lie to yourself. You ain't lie to me. Very random. Yes, mine is like, oh yeah, I gotta do this. Oh, and then I'll go back. Oh, you know what? And something that's very important may be like the 30th thing on my list. You know what I mean? So prioritizing our list is a small thing that we can do. So can I ask you all to challenge yourselves when you write out your to-do list for the day to just write it out randomly and then go over your task and then see which needs to go first, so what you need to do first. Does anybody want to go in and do that with me? I don't have a list, but I'm starting to. Yes, if you don't have a list, then that means you're going to lack discipline because you don't know what needs to be done, and things are going to be overlooked and fall through the cracks, and that's not what we want. Right? That's not what we want. Can everybody agree to write out your list however you write it out? It could be your complete random list, but then just look at it and see what needs to be, first things first, second, and put everything in order. Everybody agrees? Does anybody not want to do that with me? Be my friend. Be my friend. All right. And then also, I want you to think about the things that you don't want to do. The things that you don't want to do, but they need to be done, like organizing for me is the thing, right? But the things that need to be done that you don't want to do, like try to make that be the first thing that gets done, because that way that's off the list. And then everything else is going to appear to be easier because that's the thing you didn't want to do in the first place. Agree. All right. So are we going to do it? Yes, and yes. So another book that you could read if you'd like is called Eat the Frog. Eat the Frog is like doing the things that you don't want to do first. Good morning, Latanya. Doing the things that you don't want to do those first, because they still need to get done if you like doing them or if you don't. So we're all going to agree to do this list together, right? Prioritize our list. And I'm even going to give a method that I think is going to be, I'm going to be trying it out too. I think today is going to be the first day that I'm going to be trying it out. Yes, today is the first day I'm going to be trying it out, but I'm going to share a method with you guys to see if that's something that will help you to be more productive, right? Today is productive day. So that is going to be my tip. All right, so we all agree, right? So I want to know, everybody put it in the chat. What's a thing that distracts you? You know that when you're working, something is just is going to distract you. What is the thing that distracts you? I know if I'm doing computer work, I'm always grabbing my phone. I'm always grabbing my phone and checking social media if I'm doing computer work. If I'm listening to a book, if I'm not in motion by making products or something, and I am, doing something else, I'm always going to the phone, listening to a book. But then I have to stop the book because I'm looking at something and I got distracted and I couldn't hear what was going on. Not because there was audio on the phone, but because I got, I'm intrigued by whatever video or whatever is going on the phone. So what are your distractions? What are your distractions? Because this is when you notice that you have a distraction, we have to, why can't I speak? We have to eliminate the distractions. Eliminate the distractions. Social media distracts me. Yes. So I know for me, this is something that I am doing now, is when I am doing anything on a computer, that I'm going to put my phone away, because I am more likely to grab it when it's right there at my hand, and then I'm going down a rabbit hole, and then I'm there for too long, right? I'm not working, I'm distracted, and I'm not even doing anything that's productive. So Tiffany says social media. Cheryl says television and social media. Sometimes television. And let me tell you something. I told you guys before, Shauna be watching TV and I don't even like the shows she look at or even follow sports. But when I know I have to work, I'm going to look. I got to go to the TV and stand there and look at it. Like, for what? For what? This A, is not my show. B, I don't like sports. C, no. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I will sit there. I will get up out my seat, go to the TV, look at it, see what's going on, stay there till a commercial or whatever, and then go back and do what I gotta do. And then now I'm so far out into my project that I'm either gonna go to bed or you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not as productive as I could have sat there and finished everything that I was doing. There's nothing on that TV that I need to see. Right? Good morning, Bruinton, Regina, excuse me. Bruinton, Regina. Good morning, Regina. Good morning. Good morning, Travis. Welcome back. Good morning, Danny. And good morning. So we are talking now. My child, aka puppy, is your distraction. Got you. Is your name Regina? What are your distractions? What are your distractions? And then this is enough. We're going to do, let me write this down. We are going to write our list and prioritize. You guys, please write that down. Right? To-do list, but prioritize order. Do the tasks I least want to do first. Good morning, Betty Rose. Good morning. Okay, Regina. Welcome, Regina. And then, okay. It's okay. We know you at work. YouTube tutorials and Netflix. Okay, that's a good one. All right, you guys. What are your distractions? It's only one, two, three. Only three people have distractions. Netflix and I get lazy. Okay, okay. And this goes into, so this was in also a part of the art of, I mean, the art of war, I'm about to say it. This goes with the war of art, right? Where you just get super tired. You just get, oh my gosh, I can't think, I can't write, I got writer's block, I can't do this unless I go to the sink, wash these dishes, or go over here and do this. And then you come back and you even more tired than when you went to go wash dishes, calling yourself waking up, So things like that are things that really are heavy distractions, especially when your mind is not meant to your mind is meant to make you comfortable, right? It's not meant for you to be like, yeah, girl, go over there and do that, take over the world. Da, 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 da. That's not your mind. Your mind is to make you feel comfortable. So if you tell your brain I'm sleepy, or you tell yourself I'm sleepy or whatever, it's going to be everything. You know what? You are sleepy. Let me help you go to sleep. Aren't you tired? Aren't your eyes burning? Oh, look, your body's hurting. Don't you think you need to rest? Oh, is that a headache I got? Oh, wait a minute. Sit down, relax, close your eyes for a second. Maybe take a nap. When you wake up, you'll have all the energy in the world. Don't worry about it. Take a nap. Your brain is meant to comfort you, right? So it's you who have to flip the switch and say, I got to get this done, right? Tron, because he's on calls all day. YouTube and Instagram. I don't even watch Netflix or Hulu anymore. It's just YouTube, IG, or TikTok. Okay, phone calls, because people know I'm home. Yeah, certain phone calls I don't take because I know they're going to take me too long to get off the phone, and it's going to be too long. I don't do that. YouTube, my kids, TV, and random projects that I hyper focus on and don't really need to. Got you. TV, anything being out of place and people. Got it. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to take a day. I want you to take a day and see, when you're working, what is the trigger, right? Because what's going to happen is you're going to change the habit, but what you're going to do is reward yourself, right? Let me see. You did how many people in this book? I mean, how many people in this book? I need to get it together. It's this 4 a.m. I need to wake up, girl. And this second cup of coffee is not waking me up. Love the idea of starting with the task you want to do the least. Yes, make that the first thing you want to do, because that thing is going to be on that list forever. It'll never get done. As long as you put it on to the next list and the next list and the next list, that thing ain't never going to get done, because you don't never want to do it. It's going to get done when you have to do it, and just get that thing out the way so that you don't have to worry about it no more. Good morning, Candace. Good morning. Right? Get that thing right on out the way so that you don't have to do it. It's out the way. So this is what I want you to do in building the tiny habits, because this is what I was talking about as part of creating new habits and having a better morning routine. Having a better morning routine. And most of you guys' morning routines seem pretty put together, because it's almost along the lines of the same thing I do for the morning. So it's about the same. But what I want to say is, this is why I asked you what's your distractions, because I want you to pay attention to what triggers it, right? What's going to trigger you when you're working? What is the trigger? So a lot of you guys are saying social media. A lot of you guys said phone, pets, people, phone calls, that type of thing. So when these things are happening and you in your productivity mode, your most productive mode, right? When you are there, you don't want to allow yourself to indulge in that, because it's only going to delay what you got to do, right? And we are trying to get as much as we can get done in our day, as opposed to dragging that all the way out, right? Because then you could, if you think about it, you could get all of the important stuff done. You could get all of your tasks done, and then relax for the rest of the day if that's what you wanted to do, right? As opposed to stretching it all the way out. Right? So you're going to pay attention to what your triggers are when you're working, right? And then you're going to curb yourself, like, let me take a moment, because I'm not going to be triggered, right? And you're going to take action. So you're going to do something that is going to allow you to refocus. So that can be something really small, right? If you know that you're about to get up and turn the TV on, make it a pact with yourself and say, I'm not going to turn the TV on until 5 o'clock. Or I'm not going to check my phone until then. I'm not going to check my emails in the morning. I'll check my emails at this time, and I'm only going to check my emails for about 10 minutes. I'm not going to stay on. Like, what could you do that's going to help you immediately? Instead of you going down a rabbit hole, you could check yourself and then fix it. Right? So you notice your trigger, and then you're gonna have a small action that even if you have to, even if you say, okay, I'm gonna, like I said, check your email, I'm only gonna give myself 10 minutes, then I'm back. Right? And as long as you do what you say that you're going to do, and this is also another thing that's in Atomic Habits. If you guys didn't read it, that's an amazing book. After you do that, after you see the trigger and you make an action so that you can put yourself back on track, reward yourself for doing the action, right? Reward yourself for doing the action because you were triggered. And usually when you're triggered, you take a long time and you're doing all of the other things, but you took a quick action so that you can, you can fix that. And now you reward yourself. So maybe you'll say, I'll reward myself with whatever you want to reward yourself with. And it doesn't have to be a monetary thing. It could be a time thing. It could be whatever. Right? But just reward yourself with just little small things, because this is going to help keep you in line with what you want to do and getting those things done. So the trigger, the action, and the reward. Write that down, you guys. The trigger, the action, and the reward. So once you see yourself getting off track, take action to put yourself back on track, and then reward yourself for doing that. Okay? How many people in here, you guys agree with me, or you guys don't think that will work? What are your thoughts? I got through half of the book of War of Art. Awesome. So you should be finished today. You were listening to it, right? So you could be finished today on your way home. On your way home from work. Agree. Okay, so we got our list. Prioritize the list. Eliminate distractions. And then when we are triggered, we're going to create an action so that we can get back on track and then give ourselves a small reward. Right? That's what we have so far. All right. Everybody's in agreement. Yay! Everybody's in agreement. All right. Tomorrow I'm checking in on you guys. So I want you to start today. It's no better time to start than today. So this is the method that we're all going to do. Right? We're all going to do. No matter what time of the day you start working, no matter what time of the day you're most productive, this is what we're going to do. It's called the Pomodoro method. How many people have heard of the Pomodoro method? Put a 1 if you have, a 2 if you have not. A 1 if you have, a 2 if you have not. We're going to revisit today. And that's going to be a post. Okay. So what the Pomodoro method is just a time management kind of method for you guys. Well, not for you guys, but for everybody. It's not, So what you do is you take 25-minute blocks to work. And then you give yourself, in between that 25 minutes, you give yourself 2 to 3 minutes, right? Every time you do 4 Pomodoros, that's 25 minutes, 4 of those, then you take a longer break. So you take a 15-minute break, 20-minute break. So you laser focus on that task at hand for 25 minutes. Only that task. Do not multitask. Do not do anything else. Do not answer the phone and come back and then, account for that time by being on the phone. No, you take 25 minutes and it's isolated time on this particular task. 25 minutes, period. Then you give yourself a 2 to 3 minute break. It's a 2 to 3 minute mental break. It's a 2 to 3 minute break for you to get yourself back on task, right? Because it is said that you can only work on a thing for 90 minutes, maybe 120, um if you're doing the thing, you need a break, right? So you can only do it for 90 minutes, 120 minutes, and then your brain is going to need a break. If you don't take the break and you're still doing the task, your mind is taking that break, right? And then it'll come back when it comes back. But your mind is still going to take that break. So what you're going to do is you're going to take 25 minutes, focus, tunnel vision, only the task at hand, 25 minutes. Give yourself that 2 to 3 minute break, do it again. And every time you do it, you do 4, then give yourself 15 minutes, 20 minutes to recoup and do what you got to do to rest, relax your mind, recenter, refocus, whatever, and then go back in. But give yourself some time. Pomodoro, Pomodoro. Seems like I popped in on the right combo. Okay, good morning, Trina. Good morning. Pomodoro. Now, this method is not set in stone. You do not have, if you feel like you want to do 30 minutes, you could do the 30 minutes, right? If you want to do, instead of 2 to 3 minute breaks, you want to do a 5 minute break, you may need that, right? And so that's okay. But as long as as long as you're consistent with the method, then it'll still happen. The results will still be the same, but you must be consistent with the method, right? Does everybody want to try it? Put a 1 in the chat if you want to try it. Put a 2 if you're not interested. Put a 2 if you're not interested. And you can put your timer on the phone. Set your timer for 25 minutes and do it, unless you have they did it with a kitchen timer, but you can do it with whatever. Just put 25 minutes on your phone and then let it alert you. And then okay, pay attention to your time so that you can be like 2 to 3 minutes. This is my break time. And then I'm going back in. But the key is not to be multitasking. One task only, one task at hand. Knock that task down, on to the next task. Knock that task down, on to the next task. But do not try to do 2 to 3 things at one time, because nothing gets your focus if you do it that way. So it looks like everybody is in agreement with me. Maybe we should do you think we should do like a chart? I don't want to keep giving y'all so many charts and things like that to keep track of. Maybe you could just put it on your whiteboard. Maybe you could just, come up with something. I wonder if what you call it has this. Let me see something. If they have it, and then you could just take a picture and put a check mark on it with Canva and put it in your stories. There is a timer associated. Yes. Yes. And you could use your phone. Oh, okay. So Trina says she found an app. Let me see. Good morning, Lakeisha, Keisha. All right, so we are all in agreement that we are going to try the Pomodoro method. Can anybody do it today? Say yes if you could do it today, because then tomorrow I'm going to ask, how did it work for you? And then we'll continuously do it and see, by the end of the week, what are the results for us? If it worked for you, if it didn't, if you had to make adjustments, those type of things. How many people are in with me to try it today? All right, Tiffany gonna try today. Tiffany, Dawn, Candace. Who else? No, I am at the sponsorship today. Okay, got you. Oh, it just showed me the clock. It didn't show me a chart. Let me see. Julie, Stasia. Oh no, it's not. It's showing me Italian food. Who wants to join in with me and do the Pomodoro method? We're going to do it today. And then we'll see. Travis, doing it today, at least try. Not at least try, at least do. I'll start tomorrow. Even if okay, so let me just do it where you don't have to be committed to it so hard, right? So what if you just do 4 Pomodoros? 4 or maybe 2. Maybe 2, because then at least that gives you enough time, right? So you can do the 25 minutes, take your break, and then another 25 minutes and see if it works. If it does, keep going. If you can't keep up with it, then don't, right? But just try at least for 2. Try at least for 2. I'm in at 10 a.m. Oh, okay. You're about to go to work. All right, all right, all right. I will do it today. All right. I think I got everybody. So just try for the 2. I have to start about 1 p.m. And that's fine because I'm going to check in tomorrow in Coffee with Nikki and see how it worked out. Right? You don't have to worry about, we're not all going to be doing it at the same time because we all don't have the same schedules, right? So whenever you can, if you, like I said, some people are at work, so I know I'm not expecting anything, I'm not expecting you to go and do it at the same time I'm doing it because I'm not going anywhere, right? I'm going to be, after I get off of here, I'm going to start working. So my schedule is different. So anytime you start is when you start. Just give yourself that 25, give yourself that break, and give yourself another 25. And again, start small. Start with the 2 first, right? See if how 2 work. And then go ahead and just, if you can stretch it out to the 4, then do the 4. And then that way, after you do the 4, you give yourself about 15, 20-minute break and then do it again. But see how it works for you. And start off small. I'll do it this evening. Yes. All right. I just want you, remember, you guys promised me. No, I'm just joking. Don't do that. Don't do that, because then I'll ask you tomorrow and be like, I didn't do it. Or y'all won't tell me anything. I want you guys to be honest. I want you to be honest. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about what was going on today? I'm going to reiterate today, so that you could get more done. Today was all about getting more done in your day, right? So maximizing on your morning routine, right? And changing tweaking whatever little habits that you know are going to send you down the rabbit hole, right? So if you know that checking your phone in the morning is going to send you down the rabbit hole, catch yourself and, replace that with something else. Maybe stretching, maybe praying, maybe meditation instead of reaching for the phone first, right? And make sure that you do small little things, because if you do small little things, they are going to stick and they're going to stay with you. It's easier to change a small thing than to try to change a big thing, right? So try to just do a little something at a time and don't beat yourself up. Just make it as little as possible so that you know that you're going to be consistent with it. Right? And then also you want to make sure, if you are going throughout your day, realize what the trigger is, create an action so it can get you back on track, and then reward yourself. Give yourself a small reward for doing that. Let's say, oh, okay, I'm going to watch my show. Or a small reward is, oh, I'm going to go eat a snack, or I'm going to have a cocktail. No, don't do that, because then you be rewarding yourself. You're going to be alcoholic by the end of that. But something small, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a monetary thing. It could be just something that's going to be a reward for you. Prioritize your list. When you write your to-do list, make sure that your to-do list is in the order of things that needs to be done first, right? So put the important things at the top and the less important things at the bottom. Do the things that you don't want to do. Put that at the first part of your list so you can get that thing done and get it out the way, and then you can work on everything else. Of course, you don't love everything that's on your to-do list, so get it out the way. Eat the Frog. If you want to read that book, Eat the Frog. I think it's by Seth Rogen. Not Seth Rogen. Is it Seth Rogen? What is his name? His name is Seth. Seth. His name is Seth. Ooh, what is that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yikes. Ooh. Ah. Ah. Trick-or-treaters and the door was open yesterday, and so there was a little thing, and it was ugly. It wasn't little, it was big, and it was ugly. Okay. Focus. Oh my gosh. All right, so he's just crawling on my screen. Just crawling. Downloaded the Pomodoro app. I'm gonna look at get that app as well. Have a mocktail tattoo. Yeah, that's a good book to read. Quell. My trigger is boredom and mental fatigue. When I go hard, I just keep going. My husband tells me all the time I need to take a break, or I'm doing something I don't feel like doing too long and then get too bored. Yep. Try the Pomodoro. 25 minutes break, 25 minutes break. And 25 minutes break, 25 minutes break. Let me see. And I always tell y'all Audible because I know that we are creatives and we are makers and we are always like in motion. And so that's why I always suggest Audible books, because I could listen to them and stay in motion. So let me see. Eat That Frog. Oh, Brian. Nope. It's by Brian Tracy. It's by Brian Tracy. They don't have it on Audible anymore. But let's see if it's on YouTube. Then you for sure have it for free. Oh, look. Okay. Okay, Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, y'all. And all right, so that's about the right time. I'm gonna put it in the chat so you guys could have it. Why does it say Vimeo? Wait a minute. What is that? Don't click that link. I don't know if that's the link. Oh, it is, but why is it in Vimeo? I'm not going to do that. All right, don't click the Vimeo one. Click this one. Okay. I was in a conference for work where they showed us a square divided into 4, where you put numbers 1 through 4, put the items in it in the order of importance. It was to help not stress yourself. Okay, I have to find my notes. Yep, that sounds just about right. That sounds about right. And you don't have to worry about your number 4. That's the least thing. I mean, not worry about it, but you know what I mean. But so you guys, the book is in the chat if you want to listen to it. It's called Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. I was confusing that with the Purple Cow or something like that from what is his name? I got this book going. Seth Rogen. Why do I keep saying Seth Rogen? Is that his name? Seth Godin. That's his name. Seth Rogen is the actor. I don't know why I kept on saying him. I'm like, that don't sound right. Yeah, that's him. He's from Mount Vernon. All right, New York. Purple Cow. Good morning, Sherelle. Good morning. All right, you guys. So does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have anything that they would like to add? Trina, if you find the thing, let us know, the chart. I'll put that also in the Honor Society, or I'll put it up on the screen and then we can do it together. I'll listen to that one today. All right. That's right. That's right. I'm telling y'all. Some good books. Some good books. Does anybody have any questions? So we're going to try. We're going for the Pomodoro method, and we're going to at least try at least 2 Pomodoros, right? We're going to at least try that. Prioritize our list. Do the thing that we don't want to do first. And don't multitask when you're doing your Pomodoros, right? And then the next thing I want you to do is, if you notice that you are starting to get distracted, notice what your trigger is. And I want you guys to tell me tomorrow, like, what was your trigger? Notice what your trigger is, and then take action to bring yourself back on track, and then reward yourself with something small. Again, don't make it an alcoholic thing, because you may be drinking a lot of alcohol. Make it something very small. Yes, I'm forcing myself to do back end. Yes, so Pomodoro should help. Yes, 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 yes. That should help me with this freaking Shopify I may be doing. I will listen to the book today. Yes, yes, yes. The books that were suggested today is Eat the Frog by Brian Tracy. Eat the Frog. I put the link in there. Eat the Frog. I'm finished, but if you guys have not started yet, The War of Art, Atomic Habits, and what else? There was one more book. There was one more book. What am I reading today? I can't remember. I can't remember. I need a nap. Oh, the seven habits of highly effective people. Duh. I didn't even remember to I didn't say anything about it today, but that is the book that I'm reading again, or listening to again. So if you guys want to, those are a few books that you can listen to on YouTube for free. For free, so you don't have to. Rick Ross is something that I want you to read on your time, but Rick Ross is a really good book. I like that book because it helps you to get your mindset on that hustle. You know what I'm saying? So I really like that book. But as far as getting your mindset together, and not getting distracted, and stop self-sabotaging, those are the books that I think are beneficial to everybody right now, right? Because it'll force you to pay attention to what you are doing. It'll force you to pay attention to your habits. I need to finish Atomic Habits. I love Atomic Habits, and Atomic Habits also have worksheets. So if you're listening to it on YouTube, you don't get to get the worksheets, but if you purchase the book, or if you purchase the Audible, you can get the templates. Some of the sheets I have in the Honor Society, but not all of them. What's the name of Rick Ross? It's a perfect day to boss up. It's a perfect day to boss up. Does anybody have any questions or any suggestions or anything before we wrap up today? Today I don't know about this 4 a.m. because I'm productive, but my mind is like not there. I need to bring it together. I need to bring my life together in order. Atomic Habits is great. I got so many notes on my whiteboard. Yes, I love that book. I listened to that book. I think 3 to 5 times. 3 to 5 times. And every time I listen to it, I pick up something different. Every time. So if you are new, if you did, how many likes do we have, you guys? How many likes? If you have not yet hit the like button, you guys. Hit it wherever it's at. Who is the author of what? Atomic Habits is James Clear. 24. We have more than 24 people in here. You guys hit the like button if you have not yet. Atomic Habits is by James Clear. What? My mother just put a text. I don't know what she's talking about. So that is it for today, you guys. That is it. I need to get my energy going. Oh, tonight. What am I talking about? Tonight. We have Kathy Z of Ravage Soap Company, and she is going to show you or tell you guys how to build your brand. So if you are still struggling with your branding, if you are still struggling with your story, she is going to help you bring all those pieces together. She has a presentation. You guys, if you have any branding questions, if you have anything that you want to know about your branding, whatever, you trying to make things connect, she is going to be in. You can ask her your questions, write them down so that you can ask them so that you don't forget and then say, oh, I should have asked her this. No, you got to ask her when she's in the room. You guys got to take advantage of the people when they are in the room. And so make sure you guys are there with your notebooks ready to go, front and center. Emails have been sent out. Make sure if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you can be informed whenever we put up a new video or whenever we go live. Tell your friends. You got some friends in business that are struggling with their branding or whatever, they need to make things connect. Tell them come on over here and join us over here. And yes, you guys, make sure that you are there tonight because I don't want you to miss it. Jasmine said, yes, I'm ready for tonight. I'm so excited about it. Yes, it is going to be a good one. I'm excited for it as well. I love anything that has to do with anything or like branding because I love when everything just comes together. I love when a plan just comes together. That's me. I have to catch up. Oh, praise team rehearsal at 7. Latrice, you be missing all the stuff. You miss all the stuff. It's all right. You catch the replay. It's all right. All right, you guys. So with that being said, don't forget, set your alerts. I will see you guys over in the stories. And if you have not yet subscribed, subscribe. If you have not hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. And yes, I need to get my life in order today. I need to get it in order. So do you guys want me to type up the notes and put it in the Honor Society, or you guys took notes and y'all good? Let me know. Put notes if you want notes. Put put I'm good if you're good and you don't need notes because you took your own. Let me know before we head out because I can type them up right now if necessary. Definitely reaching out. You, Latrice, cousin, do it already. Do it already. Notes. Okay. Put them there. We had a few people, yes, out today. Got you. Notes, please, and thank you. Okay. Please put it. Okay, I'm at work. All right, all right, all right. I will put them in the notes. I mean, I will put them in the notes. I will type them up and put them in the Honor Society right now. So along with the book, wait, I said eat. I told y'all Eat the Frog. I wrote that. Atomic Habits. Okay, so those books I wrote them down here. So we're good. All right, you guys. This is what it looks like to be mind foggy, because that's what I am right now. Mind foggy. I need to get it together. All right, y'all. Put them there. Okay. All right, you guys have an amazing day and be productive. Don't forget you're trying out the Pomodoro method, even if you're only doing 2. Okay. So have a great day, you guys. See you later.